Hello and very welcome everyone to this particular session of the current affairs. Today we are going to learn the current affairs for 4th of June. So let's start our session and let's see that what are the things we can learn from this particular day. So before we start, these are the topics I have covered for you in this particular session. Like I have brought some international, national and banking news. After that, I will discuss some defense and science and technology news, sports news, important days, appointments and resignation, and at last, we will talk about ranks and reports. And then we will summarize all the things that we have learned so far in this particular topic. The images used in our slide deck are for educational purpose only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. Okay, so first news I have today with me myself is that 21st Shangri-La Dialogue ends in Singapore. So 21st edition of the Shangri-La Dialogue concludes in Singapore. Singapore is a country that is found in the Malaya Peninsula. The capital is Singapore City. The event was held at the Shangri-La Hotel from the 31st of May to June 2nd. Over 100 delegates worldwide participated. Discussion focused on pressing security challenges and exploring new approaches. So remember this particular important day, that is the 21st Shangri-La Dialogues. So it was held from 31st of May to 2nd of June in Singapore. BJP and SKM triumphs in Arunachal Pradesh and Sikkim assembly elections. So recently the Bharatiya Janata Party, they have won 46 out of 60 seats in Arunachal Pradesh. That means a clear majority. And Sikkim Krantikari Morcha secured 31 out of 32 seats in Sikkim. The Election Commission of India confirmed the results. Both parties emerged as the clear winners of their respective states. So in Arunachal Pradesh, it will be Bharatiya Janata Party that will be holding the post of the assembly, and the CM will be from Bharatiya Janata Party, and in Sikkim it will be from Sikkim Krantikari Morcha. Okay. Another news that is coming from the Hyderabad, or you can say Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, is that Hyderabad's tenure as the joint capital of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh ends. So last in 2014, Telangana became the state and got the official status of a state. And now 10 years after that, so on 2nd of June 2024, now Hyderabad ceased to be the joint capital of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh on June 2nd, 2024. This marks the end of a 10-year period of the share capital status. The Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act of 2014 led to the bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh and creation of Telangana. The Hyderabad served as the shared capital since the bifurcation. So remember Hyderabad's tenure as the joint capital of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Now the new capital of Andhra Pradesh will be Amravati, and Hyderabad will be the capital of Telangana only. The Department of Telecommunication introduces new mobile number series for service and transactional calls. So recently, the Department of Telecommunication, they have introduced the 160 series for making service and transactional voice calls. So you must have received some service calls and some calls from some kind of companies and particularly marketing companies from the number 140. Now you will be receiving that particular call from 160. Okay. The new series aims to help Indian citizens easily identify legitimate calls and reduces unsolicited calls from telemarketers. 160 series will replace the 140 series for service and transactional calls, while 140 series will continue to be used for promotional calls. The new series will provide a clear differentiation between legitimate service and transactional calls and spammers. The DoT has proposed that telecom operators use the Do Not Disturb feature of the Telecom Regulatory Authority of India to block unwanted promotional calls. So just to create awareness regarding the scam calls and all these things. So for this purpose, this Department of Telecommunication, they have introduces the 160 series for service and transactional calls. AIBEA launched exclusive website Bank Clinic to guide retail customers. So recently, the All India Bank Employees Association have launched Bank Clinic, an exclusive website in Mumbai, Maharashtra. So what is the purpose behind this particular type of bank clinic? The purpose is that they can particularly tell the customers regarding the different type of service and help them in the particular banking services. So website serves as the complaint redressal platform to guide retail customers about their rights and remedies. The aim is to promote financial literacy by providing information, knowledge, guidance on policies governing banking services. The customer can register complaint on the website and receive information on regulatory guidelines within 5 days. The website only guides remedies but does not resolve queries. So for all these purposes, the AIBEA launched exclusive website, the Bank Clinic, to guide retail customers. NSO released the provisional estimate of annual GDP for the financial year 24, quarterly estimates of the GDP for quarter 4 of financial year 24. So National Statistical Office, now they have released the provisional estimate of the annual GDP for the financial year 24 and quarterly estimate of GDP for the financial year 24. Real GDP at constant price is projected rupees 173.82 lakh crore in financial year 24, up from 160.71 lakh crore in the financial year 23. Real GDP is expected to grow at 8.2% in FY24 compared to 7.0% in FY23. The GDP growth rate in quarter 4 financial year 24 grew by 7.8% and gross value added estimates to grow at 6.3%. The Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation oversees three estimates with Rao Inderjeet Singh as the Minister of State. So for this purpose, the NSO has released the provisional estimate of the annual GDP for the year 2024. India received maximum FDI from Singapore, followed by Mauritius in the financial year 24. So now India has also released one more data regarding the investment of the FDI. So under this particular thing, the Department for the Promotion of Industries and International Trade, India received the highest foreign direct investment from Singapore. Despite a 3.5% decrease in FDI equity inflow, Singapore emerged as the top investors, followed by Mauritius with US dollar 7.97 billion. United States, Netherlands, Japan, UAE, Germany, and Cayman Islands are also significant investors. But remember, who is the largest investors in India's FDI? That is Singapore. The total FDI saw negligible decreases of 1%, and Singapore remains a key investor with its capital being Singapore and currency being Singapore dollar. Another one coming from the Bloomberg's Billionaire Index. So according to this, Gautam Adani ranked 11 richest globally and becomes the Asia's richest person. So according to the Bloomberg's Billionaire Index, Gautam Adani, the founder chairman of Adani Group, has been now ranked as the 11th richest global with a net worth of USD $111 billion. Adani has reclaimed the title of the Asia's richest person, surpassing Mukesh Ambani. Adani's net worth has increased by USD 26.8 billion, while Ambani's wealth has increased by $12.7 billion. Adani's Enterprises, the group's flagship company, reported revenue of US dollar 17 billion for the year ending 31st of March. The Bloomberg Billionaire Index is a daily ranking for the world's richest people, Bernard Arnault, Elon Musk, and Jeff Bezos occupying the top 3 spots. So for this purpose, the Bloomberg's Billionaire Index, Adani has been ranked the 11th richest globally and Asia's richest person. State Bank of India market cap crosses 8 lakh crore milestone. So recently what has happened, guys, that State Bank of India, they have achieved the market capitalization of rupees 8 lakh crore. That means that particularly in the field of field of capital market, their total particular revenue or total particular value they have, that is 8 lakh crore. The milestone was driven by the significant surge in its stock prices. The achievement reflects investors' confidence in the banking sector, SBI robust performance and amid favorable market conditions. Goldman Sachs boost India's GDP forecast to 6.9%. So Goldman Sachs, they have revised the GDP growth forecast for India to 6.9% for the calendar year 2024. So the previous projection was 6.7%. The adjustment follows a stronger than expected GDP growth of 7.8% from January to March 2024. The growth was driven by robust investment demand and a recovery in consumption. So Goldman Sachs, remember, the boost India's GDP forecast to 6.9%. SBI launched Sathi 2.0 personal finance application for investors. So recently, SEBI, the Security Exchange Board of India, they have launched the Sathi 2.0, a mobile app for investors. The app provides tools to simplify complex financial concepts and modules on KYC procedures, mutual funds, ETFs, and more. The app also offers educational videos to assist in personal financial planning. So remember, SEBI, they have launched Sathi 2.0. India's FDI landscape in 2023-2024. So we just discussed about this, just to remember and just to revise. India saw a slight contraction in FDI by 3.5%. The contraction is attributed to the global economic uncertainties. Despite these, India continued to attract significant FDI from Singapore. Singapore remains the highest recipient of FDI from India, albeit with the dip in numbers. So remember, India's FDI landscape in 2023-2024 is about 3.5%. IAF participates in Red Flag 24 to exercise in Alaska. So recently, Indian Air Force, they have deployed the most advanced fighter, Rafale. Rafale comes from France, to the Elson Air Base in Alaska for the multinational Red Flag 24 2 exercise. The 2-week military exercise commenced on 30th of May and will end on 14th of June. IAF has deployed 8 Rafale fighters, 3 C-14 transport aircraft, and 2 IL-78 mid-air refueling aircraft. That is obvious. If they are flying Rafale from India to USA, then they particularly require mid-air refueling aircraft. This is the first time the IAF Rafale will train with the F-35 stealth fighters, providing valuable experience with advanced combat aircraft and weapon system. The Red Flag exercise is designed to replicate a realistic and challenging environment, bringing together aircrew and equipment from different nations and services. Reliance Foundation signed MOU with Inquise for coastal community empowerment. So recently, the Reliance Foundation and Inquise, that is Indian National Center for the Ocean Information Center Services, they have signed memorandum to empower coastal communities. The collaboration aims to leverage ocean data to enhance climate resilience and disaster mitigation. Reliance Foundation plans to reach nearly 25% of the active marine fishermen's families in India. The aim is to support women in accessing schemes to increase returns from the fish production and other high-value fishing activities. The sustainable practice in the blue economy will be promoted by linking Inquise multi-hazard vulnerable maps with resilience activities, implementing the Tsunami Ready Villages program. So for this purpose, Reliance Foundation have signed Inquise with the MOU with the Inquise for the coastal community empowerment. Assam's new IIM Kamrup boosting education and economy. So recently the central government, they have approved the establishment of new Indian Institute of Management in Kamrup district of Assam. Basically, Assam Chief Minister Hemanta Biswa Sarma announced the in principle approval from the Ministry of Education headed by Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan. IIM Ahmedabad will mentor the new institution. The new IIM aim to boost education and the local economy. So for this purpose, Assam's new IIM Kamrup boosting education and economy. Zupi collaborates with Gurugram Cyber Police for cyber security awareness. So Zupi partnering with Gurugram Cyber Police for the 11th edition of cyber security summer internship program. So basically, cybersecurity is an important thing these days to protect the people from the scams that are related to the artificial intelligence on different type of cyber scams that are going on, like online arresting is also going on. So for that purpose, Zupi is collaborating with Gurugram Cyber Police. The program titled Cyber Warriors aim to train selected candidates in cyber security. The month-long internship will be guided by experts in the field. The focus on fostering responsible digital citizenship and tackling real-world cyber threats. So remember, Zupi, they have collaborated with Gurugram Cyber Police. Nokia and Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya collaborated on 5G and 6G research. So Nokia and Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya signed an MOU. The collaboration focuses on advancement in 5G and 6G communication. The partnership targets the transportation and logistics sectors. The agreement was signed in the presence of Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw, Chancellor of GSB. So for this purpose, Nokia and Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya are collaborating on 5G and 6G research. Another important thing, lunar timekeeping. NASA plans to synchronize moon mission. So NASA and European Space Agency working on the common time system for the moon. That means they are particularly building a common type of system of a time that is for Earth and that is for the moon as well. The project is the part of Artemis program, which aims to bring human back on the lunar surface. The common timekeeping system will manage missions from various nations and private organizations. Initiatives to synchronize lunar missions effectively, to synchronize all the type of missions that are going on and that are going to be held in future. So to synchronize them, a particular time system should be implemented on lunar surface by NASA and European Space Agency. Dinesh Karthik officially announced retirement from the international form of cricket, all forms of cricket. So, Indian wicketkeeper batter Dinesh Karthik, he officially retired from all forms of cricket on 1st of June. Karthik made his national debut at the age of 19 on One Day International against England at Lords. He played six franchises in IPL, ending his career with 4,842 runs. Karthik represented India in 180 games across three formats, scoring 3,463 runs with a lone test 100 and 17 half centuries. His last represented India during the T20 World Cup 2022 in Australia and has also played under various captains, including Saurav Ganguly, Rahul Dravid, and Virat Kohli. So remember his name. His name is Dinesh Karthik. His wife Deepika is also a very renowned player, and last year in 2023 Hangzhou Games, the Asian Games, she won the gold medal in the game called squash, and her name is Deepika. So she is also a renowned player in the field of squash, and he is Dinesh Karthik. He is retired from all forms of cricket after the IPL. Badminton, India's Tanvi Sharma won women's singles title at Unix Born International. So Indian shuttler Tanvi Sharma, she has a new name. She's a new name in the field of badminton in India now, and she has won the Unix Born International by defeating Wang Pi by of Chinese Taipei. Yonex Born International at BWF Future Series event was held from 29th of May to 4th of June in Bonn, Germany. Cheng Kei, the Chinese Taipei, won the men's single title by defeating Gustav Bzorkler of Sweden. So remember the name Tanvi Sharma. She has won the Yonex Born International 2024 in the woman category. So Tanvi Sharma previously won the gold medal for Indian women's team at the Badminton Asia Team Championship in February also. And she won silver medal at the Badminton Asia Under 17 Junior Championship in 2023. And her current ranking is 432. So remember her name. She is the future of the badminton, that is Tanvi Sharma. Recently, PV Sindhu, she has been appointed as a brand ambassador to create awareness regarding the no use of tobacco in our country. Taiwan Athletics Open 2024. So recently, India won 7 medals, including 3 gold. So Indian contingent won 7 medals, including 3 golds, 3 silvers, and 1 bronze at Taiwan Athletics Open. Nyana James won the gold medal in women's long jump event with 6.43 meter jump, marking her the 4th podium of the 2024 season. DP Manu won the gold medal in the men's javelin throw event with a distance of 81.58 meters. Ankesh Chaudhary won the gold medal in men's 800 meter with compatriot Somnath Chauhan settling for silver. Dev Kumar Meena won the silver in men's pool vault. Nithya Ramraj won silver in the women's 100-meter hurdle. And Velua Koroth Vismaya won bronze in the women's 400-meter race. PV Sindhu invests in and becomes the brand ambassador for Green Day's Better Nutrition. I just reminded you that she has also become the brand ambassador of No Tobacco Use in India, and she has now become brand ambassador of Green Day's Better Nutrition. Two-time Olympic medalist and invested in Green Day's Better Nutrition brand. She joined a startup as the brand ambassador. Involvement aims to address micronutrient deficiencies in India. She solidifies her commitment to promoting better nutrition. Record prize money for 2024 ICC Men's T20 World Cup. So recently, the ICC T20 World Cup is going to be was held in West Indies and USA, and a record breaking prize money has been declared. That is, the winners will take home $2.45 million. And this is the highest prize money ever in the history of the tournament. So remember this thing. This is the first time it has been done. And where was the T20 World Cup held? It was held in USA and West Indies. International Day of Innocent Children Victims of Aggression. So International Day of Innocent Children Victims of Aggression is observed on 4th of June. 2024, it was falling on Tuesday. So the day was established by the UN General Assembly on August 19th. The focus on the plight of Palestinian Lebanese children affected by Israeli aggression during the Lebanon war. So remember this day, the International Day of Innocent Children Victims of Aggression. India's first UN woman permanent representative Ruchira Kamboj retires. So Ambassador Ruchira Kamboj, India's first woman permanent representative of the United Nations, she retired on 4th of June after 35 years of service. She served as the India's PR to the UN in New York from August 2022 to June 2024. Ruchira Kamboj is an IAFS officer, Indian Foreign Service officer of 1987 batch, and has held various significant positions throughout her career. She has served in France, Mauritius, South Africa, the Commonwealth Secretariat in London, and as India's Chief of Protocol. Kamboj was also the ambassador to UNESCO and the High Commissioner of India to the South Africa and Bhutan. Businesswoman Hala Thomas' daughter elected as the new president of Iceland. So Iceland is a country existing in the North Atlantic Ocean and just besides the Greenland. So it is particularly a country that is also situated on the mid-Atlantic ridge. So Icelandic businessperson Hala Thomas' daughter, she has been elected as the 7th president of Iceland, winning the elections with 34.3% of the votes. She will take over the presidency of the Iceland on 1st of August. She becomes the second woman president of Iceland after Vigdis Finn Bogodóttir, who was the first woman of the world to be the democratically elected as the president in 1980. So remember her name. Her name is Hala Thomas' daughter. She has been elected as the new president of Iceland, and she is the businesswoman from Iceland. Apart from her, Kais Said, he just recently won the elections in Tunisia. And apart from him, Claudia Sheinbaum, she also won the elections in Mexico. And she became the first female president of Mexico. As we were discussing, Claudia Sheinbaum, she became the first woman president of the Mexico. She has been elected as the Mexico's first woman president from the ruling party Morena party, secured a decisive lead over her rivals. The elections took place on 2nd of June 2024 with provisional results announced by the Mexican Election Commission. The outgoing president, Andres Manuel Lopez, congratulated Sheinbaum on her victory. The elections also renewed over 20,000 political positions, including all seats in the lower house, Senate, and regional and municipal office. So remember the name Claudia Sheinbaum. OECD reported developed countries provided USD 115.9 billion climate finance for developing countries. So recently, according to the OECD, the developed countries they have provided US dollar 115.9 million billion as the climate finance for the developing countries in 2022. So this was a big figure, and according to OECD, this was done by developed countries. The amount exceeds annual USD 100 billion goal for the first time, surpassing the target by over 15%. OECD's seventh assessment of the progress towards the UNFCCC goal agreed upon in 2009. OECD was transformed from the organization from European Economic Cooperation in 1961. The country's Secretary General of the OECD is Matthias Kornmann and is headquartered in Paris, France. So let's revise that what we have learned so far in this session. So 21st Shangri-La dialogue ends in Singapore. BJP and SKM triumphs in Arunachal Pradesh and Sikkim assembly elections. Hyderabad's tenure as the joint capital of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh ends. Department of Telecommunication introduces new mobile number series for service and transactional calls. AIBEA launched exclusive website Bank Clinic to guide retail customers. NSO released provisional estimate of annual GDP. India received maximum FDI from Singapore, followed by Mauritius and USA. Bloomberg billionaires Gautam Adani ranked 11 richest global and became the Asia's richest person. State Bank of India market cap crosses 8 lakh crore milestone. Goldman Sachs boost India's GDP forecast to 6.9%. SEBI launched Sathi 2.0 personal finance app for investors. India's FDI landscape, we just discussed about this one. IAF participated in red flag exercise in Alaska. 8 Rafale jets participated from the Indian Air Force. Reliance Foundation signed MOU with Inquise for coastal community empowerment. Assam's new IIM Kamrup boosting education and economy. Zupi collaborates with the Gurugram Cyber Police for cyber security awareness. Nokia and Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya collaborates on 5G and 6G research. Lunar timekeeping, NASA plans to synchronize moon missions with the help of European Space Agency. Dinesh Karthik officially announced retirement from all forms of cricket. Badminton, India's Tanvi Sharma won women's single title at Unix Bonn International. Taiwan Athletics Open, India won 7 medals, including 3 gold. PV Sindhu invest in and become brand ambassador for Green Day's Better Nutrition. Record prize money for the 2024 ICC Men's T20 World Cup. International Day of Innocent Children's Victim of Aggression 2024. India's first UN Women Representative Ruchira Kamboj retires. Businesswoman Hala Thomas' daughter elected as the new president of Iceland. Historic election in Mexico. Claudia Sheinbaum who becomes first woman president. OECD report. Developed countries provided US dollar 115.9 billion climate finances for developing countries in 2022. And that's it in this session. I hope you all enjoyed the session really much, and we will meet once again in the next session in which we will discuss some more exciting news and discuss some more knowledgeable things. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care everyone and see you soon.